Whilst tackling dangerous drivers is a priority for the traffic cops, West Yorkshire's road crime team is a specialist unit working to reduce overnight burglaries.
We're not interested in people might be speeding. That's not our core role. Our core role is to get into the criminals and deal with them.
Yeah, go on.
West Yorkshire has the highest burglary rate in the UK.
I've been a victim of crime a few times, and that's my property. I've worked for it. You'll keep your hands off it. It's not just a police problem, it's everybody's problem.
It's the early hours of the morning. West Yorkshire Road Crime Team officers Paul Feather and Lee Wellborn are responding to reports of a robbery.
Probably about 5 miles away from the actual incident itself. We've got one of the fastest cars in the whole of West Yorkshire Police to get there, so we're going to go.
Got the address, got a description of the mail. It looks like he's got the house keys and the car keys, but he's been disturbed. Don't believe he's got the car at the moment.
The incident could be a 2-in-1 burglary, robbing a house to get the car keys.
A lot of the new vehicles nowadays are more sophisticated regarding security, so the only way they can get your car is to break into your house and take your keys.
Car key burglaries are on the rise and now account for 1/3 of Britain's car theft.
We're looking for the white male, tall, wearing jeans and a light-coloured jacket. That's a white male, tall.
As we get nearby, we kill the blue lights for a bit of a silent approach and see if we can catch the offender.
They spot someone in the lane.
CID.
Criminals can hear your car coming from miles away, so if they duck down in a garden, you might not see them.
The person in the lane is the homeowner, trying to find his stolen keys.
Just laid in bed, just heard the back door go and the chain stopped the back door, at which point my wife had looked down. She actually saw the gentleman concerned heading back up the snicket, came down and just found the door ajar. Fortunately the chain had stopped him actually gaining access.
You know you're looking for someone, so you're trying to be on your guard. But it's happened several times with myself now where people don't keep running the lay low, they try and keep out of sight, and they can hide for quite a long period of time, so you've got to be aware.
Lee spots something in the grass. It's the stolen keys.
Can't believe I actually found them really, because they were chucked to the one side in the grass. But I think my torchlight's just caught the silver bit of them.
I would imagine he's long gone now. The reason he's discarded keys, obviously, if he gets stopped anywhere and he's got them keys in him, ties him straight to the job, doesn't it?
The keys may be recovered, but the thief is still at large.
Yeah, can you just do us a favour and ring Caller back and let him know I've probably got his keys?
Lee and Paul call in the police dogs.
Hi, mate. I don't know if you've got a chance or not really, but basically I found keys just in grass to the side of the path at the other side of that snicket, so he's obviously come out here.
The dogs are just really useful. I've even seen it before where they've tracked to somebody's home address. They can be that good. So in the night, particularly, they're just a really useful asset.
Definitely come down here.
Right.
Or somebody's come down here.
Yeah.
The problems you've got are just the weather and the time. The time lapse sometimes, but you can see here that the dog's taking us a fair way down a few number of streets.
Well, if they'd have shouted in the first place, there might have been a chance.
With no trace on the burglar, the search is called off.
Take it there, your keys.
They are, yeah.
I'll just find them, didn't I?
So what's happening?
He's obviously run off. He's gone round the bend there, and
Right.
he's just thrown him in the hedge.
Right.
Well, not in the hedge, just the rough grass at the side. He's done that because if he gets stopped with keys on him,
Yeah, it looks
you know,
bad.
he's straight up suspect in it where he's got a bit of a chance.
Right.
This was perhaps not what you might class as a professional burglary, it were more opportunistic, just because of the whole circumstances. The burglar must have been walking past the house when the keys had been left in the door accidentally by the lady that lives in the house, and he's grabbed the keys.
I'm really impressed by the service.
It's good to know that for a change.
Do appreciate it, definitely.
Really nice just because they were a lovely family, but it's nice that they were so grateful and so pleased with what we'd done.
Okay, well listen, thank
All
you
right,
very
no
much.
worries.
I appreciate
See you
it.
later.
Thank you
All
very
right,
much.
no worries. Nice
See
to
you.
get to help. It's not the result we wanted. We'd like to catch him, but it's a bit of a result. Save you some expense, won't it, Matt?
Appreciate
So,
it, big time, thank you.
all right, thank you.
All right, cheers.
That's what it's all about. If had they not retrieved the keys, he'd probably had a sleepless night. He probably wouldn't have gone to bed. He's got 2 young children. You don't know what sort of how old. I don't know how old the children were, but it can have a bit of a psychological effect on them as well. It's one of probably the most devastating things you can have happen to you.